We got San Jose State going on to take on Utah State. It's a Friday night matchup, 7 p.m. Mountain Time on CBS Sportsnet. Both these teams need to come back from the atrocious weekends they had last weekend. San Jose State up 2 touchdowns against Wyoming a week ago. Got shut out in the second half, lose that game 28-35. Meanwhile, Utah State looked great and competitive against Hawaii going into halftime, 26-24. In the second half, uh, almost the same story. They end up losing that game as Hawaii puts on 44 as the final score there. Both these teams are so interesting. They got marquee quarterbacks. Walker Egan, despite their loss last weekend, had 400 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Bryson Barnes coming back off of injury, did what he could, didn't play his best, still probably favoring an injury, but played decent and kept him in there at least through the first half. Both these are top two quarterbacks in Mountain West. Both of them have go-to targets with San Jose State and Scudero, Utah State and Pagan, reliable guys. Both of them have decent running games. Jabari Bates and Miles Davis, respectively. Utah State comes to this game 4-point favorites. The over/under is 64.5. It's interesting that Utah State's favored in this game. Despite what I think San Jose State's looked great the past 2 weeks, despite the results, and they still put up numbers. And Walker Egan was pretty much unstoppable, through most of the last 2 weekends. Bryson Barnes, if he's 100% going into this game, I could see him being a huge threat, giving San Jose State trouble. It feels like a close matchup. It feels like I don't know which way this is going to go because San Jose State's offense has been really, really good, and defensively they've done enough to keep teams on their toes. But for Utah State, when they're 100% healthy, that offense is a threat. Meanwhile, their defense is a little still questionable. I could see that being their biggest weakness going into this weekend. As we talk about the quarterbacks, Walker Egan, 1,800 yards passing, 13 touchdowns, 3 picks on the season. Meanwhile, Bryson Barnes, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, 2 picks, and he's missed the past couple of weeks, so take that into consideration. Barnes is also a huge threat with his feet, 309 yards rushing and 6 rushing touchdowns for Barnes. Miles Davis is is an effective running back, 416 yards on the season, 3 touchdowns. Jabari Bates hasn't been utilized nearly as much as Miles Davis is, but he's still pretty effective in keeping a sort of balanced offense for the Spartans. Seeing as San Jose State has been the team to give up close games in the final stretches compared to Utah State, who they're either in the game, particularly in the first half, and then in the second half they sort of the opponent pulls away and they haven't been able to catch up. That's been sort of their story, but still, explosive offense. They could put up some numbers. It's just, can their defense stop anybody, and can they keep it up for 4 quarters? This is such a toss-up game that I guess when in doubt you go with an underdog in a close matchup that's at home in a late night game. If there's anything that this game may be lacking, it may be defense. It could be a high scoring affair, and who's playing better at quarterback can come out winning this game. Both teams have a lot at stake in this one. San Jose State in particular, they're 2-4 in the season, despite still being 1-1 in the conference. You really don't want to give up this type of game, even if it's on the road. As for Utah State, they're very much still in striking distance, 3-3 on the season, 1-1 in conference play as well. If they can win this game, they can really get some momentum going in to the later half of this season. Primetime matchup with San Jose State going on the road to take on Utah State. It's a 7 p.m. Mountain Time game on CBS Sportsnet. Be sure to check this one out.